topic.
Greetings, world. Welcome to another MEN-talRollaDeK Live. Today's topic, being Aboriginal. For those of you that don't know what that means, being an Aboriginal man in America. One of today's guests, we have a, a brother, great friend of mine, Jamario. Greetings, King.
Hey man, nice to be here. I appreciate you having me on, bro. You know what I
Anytime,
mean?
anytime, King, anytime. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
What do you feel like the stigma is being an Aboriginal so-called black man in America?
Um, I mean, it's on display. I think that with what happened at the Capitol this past week, um, it's on full display, and I say that because if you look at what happened at the Capitol with a white man who's in the position of power, right? One of the highest positions, not only in America but the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
He incites violence. He insurrects the Capitol, and I see flags. I see Confederate flags. I see regular American flags, right? Um, but here we are, Colin Kaepernick. He kneels, right? And the military saying, "Hey, look, that's disrespectful." You understand what I'm saying? And but it's not disrespectful for the military to go guard against white people invading the state. You know what I'm saying? So that's first. That's where I'm at with it right now. And it's not that, and it doesn't anger. It doesn't anger me. It doesn't make me angry. But it does shine a light on how I have to mentally prepare myself daily, right, to maneuver a world that we live in that way. You have to think about this daily. That's what I think about daily. How I have to conduct myself, because I'm not, so I won't be perceived as angry, as um, you understand what I'm saying?
I grasp everything you're saying. Also, you know, I feel like a lot of things that we see or perceive is an illusion.
Hmm.
Like they're clickbait. They're thrown out there to trigger us
Hmm.
because they know to an extent that we're emotional,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
We talk a great game
Hmm.
eventually, but we never walk that great game. We would rather protest and march and dance and smile and forgive and move forward and so on, and that be it. While you pay attention, they're in the gun shops, they're at the gun range, they're practicing, they're
Hmm.
training their kids, they're teaching certain things,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
We administer things to keep us stagnant. For example, we claim we have taught these people how to be civilized, right? So
Hmm.
in actuality, the code that they're using is from our playbook. But now that they got the code from our playbook, why can't we administer what they're administering from our playbook, not only to unite, but to strengthen ourselves coming forward? Because you, as an Aboriginal man, for
Hmm.
those of you that don't comprehend, a so-called black man in
Hmm.
America, basically 9 times out of 10, I look at you as the enemy.
Mhm.
whether it's with your business, whether
Mhm.
it's with your growth, whether I'm a police officer, I'm not speaking for all, pulling you over, it's like we automatically have these things within our brain. Oh, he's a savage, he's angry, he's disgruntled, he's this. And we're
Mhm.
some of the most intuitive and brilliant people on
Mhm.
this planet.
Mhm.
So we have to look at the illusion that they have created, because it takes money to keep this show running.
Mhm. You're right, and it does. And for me, you bring up a point where we gave like our culture our culture alone has given, like you said, giving them a playbook. But it comes from us being separated as a people too, though. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And I think that in this election, not to take it back to politics, but in this election, you see that I think that as a collective, we're starting to actually turn that page because guess what? A lot of their kids, right? Those a lot of people's kids, they're in school with our babies. You see what I'm saying? So they starting to see and understand the plight, right? Because look, Georgia was a red state, now it's blue. So they're starting to, and that's why I think that happened. That's why the "Make America Great" and all that came into play. You know what I'm saying? Because they starting to understand that hey, it's starting to be a melting pot, and it's always been said together to if we stick together and get everything together as, and it can just start with a simple mastermind between me and you, just like this right here. You know what I'm saying? We do it organically because guess what? If you're doing it out of love and doing it organically, it's going to grow. You see what I'm saying? So I
Absolutely.
think that I think that getting like-minded individuals. That's what at the bottom, at the base of everything is that's where it starts. You're getting people that's like-minded. You see what I'm saying? And
100%.
you know what I mean? And I think that's what I'm saying, that's where it starts at. So um that's why I'm glad to be on here with you, man, because I really wanna if we get more people involved, get older guys and younger guys in, man, we can do a lot, man. We can help a lot of people with this, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
It's a thing for me though. I feel like when it comes to, not saying all of us, but when it
mhm,
comes to a few of us,
mhm,
like, we need to stop sugarcoating things,
mhm,
because we're cancer. Most of us are cancer to each other,
mhm,
right? Because we're
mhm,
we're, we're stuck in the illusion, and we love the bullshit, and
right.
like we live within the clout and the facade. We love those moments. We love the moment of acting important or coming
Mhm,
off important when we're not. Most of us are afraid of asking for help. A lot of us
mhm,
don't know how to do certain things, but that illusion they call an ego, or
right.
how they feel within themselves, like, I gotta be important, I can't let him feel like he's
Yeah.
above me, or I can't let him teach me nothing. So if I ask a question, I'm gonna say, yeah, I know, even when I don't know.
You don't know. Yeah, yeah,
You're remaining stagnant,
yeah, yeah.
you
And I
know.
mean, but that's pride, and but it comes from. I think that comes from maybe an insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Maybe an insecurity. You know, just I mean, we can take it back to, well, say I didn't grow up with my father, but wanting to have that father figure in my life for a while, I look for people to say they proud of me. You understand what I'm saying? Or I look for people to say, "Hey, look, um, oh, you did a good job right there." I look for that. But as time got go on, I started to develop a callous to where I would tell myself, "Hey, man, look, you did a good job." And I stopped looking for that because I started working on myself mentally. You see what I'm saying? And and everybody can't do that, right? So that's where like brotherhood comes in. Hey, I love you, man. You know what I mean? I hope everything good with you checking in on your people. You know what I mean? That's what we don't do enough of as men. Not as men, we don't do that. You know what I mean? And I think that's where it starts at. It starts with getting that ability to say, look, man, I love you. You know what I'm saying? That just and I think that'll curve all that tough guy ego. You know what I mean? Because it hurts me, man. What really hurts me, man, is I see brothers like, just take the YFN Lucci situation. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know, but he was arrested, man, and allegedly, was involved in a shooting. And this guy, he made it out, man. He was a rapper, you know what I mean, making good money, and man, he just had to have that illusion of the money, and so he was sucked back in because of the ego. I think you know what I'm saying, that really gets you, and you want to uphold that ego, and you got people around you instead of just saying, you know what, let me back up a little bit and get somebody older than me or get somebody that knows more than me that can help me. That's where that comes in, man. You have to get when you get old enough to understand that, man. And I'm 38, but if I would have, the way I mean, and I hate saying this because you can't do this, but if I know now what I knew, if I know then what I know now, of course I'd be, what I mean, better. But that's where I want to help other younger brothers understand. Hey, man, you don't once you man, look, you can still help people. You can still, you know, um, help your brothers out, but you don't have to be there you don't have to go back and be there all the time, man, and because you will get sucked back in, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like what Curtis said. It's kind of like what 50 Cent said in his book. He said you can go check on the hood, but you don't necessarily have to remain in the hood.
Yeah,
And
man.
he's like, I
Yep,
understand you love your people and you want to show love, but you can show love from a distance.
yep, yep.
And that's the thing. Most of us feel like when we get out, the objective is to come back because we have our main dudes there. But in actuality, there's jealous malice and envy
Yep.
there,
Mhm.
because the people have the illusion that they should have made it versus you.
Right.
So if you
Yep.
don't feed the wolves, you get preyed upon,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
that just is what it is. And you could be a genuine loving person, bro, and
Mhm.
genuinely want to love and give back, but
Mhm.
a lot of people really don't give a shit about that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They're looking at it
Yeah.
like why they're not in that situation. And I feel like
True.
that's one of the things that's critical within our community. And I can't 100% say that we're not united. We are united, right? But they create an illusion in between us to make it seem otherwise as well. Because
Mhm.
based on the jobs that we have done, bro, like we have never walked in outside and see our reflection and disrespect them.
Mhm.
If anything, I walk outside, I see my reflection. He's hungry or she, whoever they require something, and I have it, I
Mhm.
give it. If
Right.
I can talk to them for 5 minutes, I speak to them. You
Right.
understand
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I don't aim to judge no matter their situation because I don't know their situation. And the thing
Right.
that's transpiring within our community as well, we don't have any therapy. We are the therapeutical drugs for our own situation
Mm.
because all of us is hurting,
Yeah.
right? But we are
Yeah.
conscious within the hurt as if we're not hurting. Like my boy Rich says, like you got conscious people that walk around like nothing going on, but they're stressed out and they're depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the
Mhm.
norm for them to be within that depression and function.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So I feel like we need to bring back the big brother. um I forgot what it's called. Like, like the elders, instead of the elders being judgmental or being hateful towards the young
Mhm.
the young boys,
Yeah.
teach them what you know, become a guide, help them
Mhm.
maneuver and help them move forward. It's kind of
Yep.
like the industry. Like I'm looking at the industry, like the music industry. Like in the
Mhm.
90s, they were like A&Rs, right? And they were really A&Ring. They were really teaching you how to be an artist. Like if you lack personality, they will give you a class to mold your personality. But there's no more A&Ring, and there's no more old schools guiding you like young blood. Listen, man, get off the corner, because back in the days, certain old school, you couldn't be around them selling drugs or selling drugs within the
Right.
community of the school or too close to the school. They'll whip your ass. Like, yo, get out of here with that.
Yep. 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 And you know what? I think that at this point, we're those people. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, we're those people. We're those guys. And me personally, I take it. I try to talk to the young guys when I can. You know what I'm saying? And but for me, I'm that guy. I don't wait for anybody to, you know, well, I try to offer as much, insight as I can to some of the young guys. You know what I mean? And with my real estate thing, I want to show people how to do it, man. And just, because it's a way out. But I think that it's gonna take just a small community of guys. Even with this, man, if we can, just reach out to a couple people, man, we get a mastermind together, and even if we just do something on the east side, on the east side of town, and get a meeting, every month or so, just meeting with, what I mean, just something like that, man. That like-minded brothers can get together and brainstorm and maybe help each other out with ideas and stuff, man. I think that'll be great. Um, you know, seeing your
And
brethren, you know what I mean, and just feed off each other, man, because energy is positive energy, man. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, it consumes other people when you
hmm
when you move a certain way, and when you think and flow a certain way. It changes things.
yeah.
And
For you, it changes for you. You know what I
it
mean? Like
it it does, but
for real.
also what I've realized is, like, when you remain within that center of balance, when you go outside, bro, other people can feel it.
hmm
You know,
Yeah.
so I'll be game for that. Like I've always thought about a means to give back. Like you don't have to be on a grand scale, but it could be consistency. And I feel like
Yeah.
it would be a plus in our community. And it's not just the males as well. Like mothers, daughters
Yep.
need to get involved and do the same thing to the females as well,
hmm
because I
hmm
feel like our society only elevates when the queens elevate. They may not see it because they feel like twerking and exposing themselves is the norm now, and that's their means of
Right.
making it.
Right.
Like,
Right. Right.
I don't have an issue against you. Like, do what you do and make what you make, but
Yeah.
within the same breath, you got to have some sturdiness about yourself.
Right.
Because I remember growing up, bro, like coming in high school. I'm talking like I'm that old and joint, but being in high school, dude, it was, as a dude, it was like, to see a female body wasn't that, it was rare. It was
hmm
seldom.
Right. 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 Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you
Yep.
have to imagine, like, yo, what
Yep.
her body was like, you know what
True.
I mean? Like you would see
True.
her in her clothes and you wonder, but now, bro,
Hmm.
there's no imagination. There's nothing left to the
Yeah.
imagination. It's
Yeah.
easy right now.
Yep.
You
Yep.
get what I'm saying? And with
So who taught
that,
you think that is?
bro, it starts with the first programmers, our parents. And
But I think, yeah, you said, yeah, but which parent? Because for
I think
me,
they're both to blame. Like it goes back, like, for example,
hmm
males gravitate to males more, and female, like a female could teach a female more than a
hmm
male could teach a female. You know what I'm saying? I think it gravitates to both. Like if the father is not in the crib,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's an issue. Only the father can teach the son how to be a man by walking through his actions, and only the
hmm
only the female can teach the
well, not
daughter.
only.
So
I ain't gonna say only. I ain't gonna say only. Cause guess what? The mom can do it because I was raised by my mom, and so she taught me a lot. But I'm gonna tell you what I think. It's kind of in that same area where you are.
mhm.
We can show them through action. You see what I'm saying? We can show them through real action first, right?
Hmm.
The mom can only show them once they make a decision before, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, no, you didn't do that right. I think that's where the difference is. We can show them before it even happens because we're doing it. It's in us already. You see what I'm saying? As a dad, as a father, we they gonna see. They gonna take anything we drip on, like they sponges. So they're gonna take it from us, whether it's the boy or the girl. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? You
Let
see
me
what I'm
make
saying?
it let me make it a little bit more vivid. What I'm
Okay.
saying, like what I meant by only the female can teach the female. I'm talking
Hmm.
about like you go like in hygienical means, like how to clean herself, how to how to
Right. Okay.
to how to structure a household, right?
Gotcha.
what you
Gotcha.
should what you should take from a man, or what you should not take from a man. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like
Hmm.
how to balance books, how to do certain things, and so on and so forth. Yeah, her father could teach her, but
Hmm.
it's a different niche when the mom does it, because
Right. Right.
within the
Right.
same, within the same breath, the father is showing her too based on how he treats the mom.
Hmm.
You
Right.
understand? So
Yeah. That. Yeah. So we saying, but yeah, I see
yeah,
what you're saying.
so
Basically the
so
same
so we
thing.
getting
Okay.
there. I'm talking about like the
Gotcha.
tangible parts of it.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
like like even my son, like,
Hmm.
yeah, his mom could talk to him about himself, but he will more take it from me because I have what he have.
Right. 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 Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
the thing is, I feel that causes a tension between us is most queens expect us to reflect what they're reflecting, but that's not how it works. I'm testosterone. I show my love differently.
Hmm.
You're more
Hmm.
nurturing, more emotional. I'm
Hmm.
more I'm more common sense and logical, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I can't give you what you're giving them. That's your gift. My
Yeah.
gift is my gift. They aim to, like, oh, yo, you should be this way and you should be that way. That's bullshit. You be you and I be me. Together, we bring forth that 100%.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's what it is. But too many
Yeah.
times, they's got this fake ass shit in their head, like how they expect you to be, and want you to take on who they are as a female. You're a female.
But you know what? They have see, and it depends on and this goes fully into the conversation we're having as a black man, or now this goes into a man, just a man, period, because I feel, and ever since I got my mental going in the right direction, my wife she trusts me, she believe in me. You see what I'm saying? And I don't have that fight anymore on, okay, you should be. Now, we got a little puppy. You know what I mean? He's what, 5 months, and she say, "Yo, you don't talk to him like that." I'm rough. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? My
Mhm.
daughter, she 18, and she, I may say something different from how her mom would say it. That's the soft and the hard, that you just talked about. So I still have that, but as far as all that comes into how the female, how she grows. You see what I'm saying? How
Mhm.
she's willing to give and take in that situation, because every situation is not gonna you're not gonna react the way she would in every situation. So she have to work with you on, what I mean, on when it comes to that.
But
Um,
she had to see that through her father. If he played a role in her life,
hmm
you
what
understand
what you
me?
mean? See what through her? See what?
Okay, I always say this, like our first programmers, right,
hmm
is our parents and their parents
Okay,
before them and their parents and so on and so forth,
and the
right?
experiences you have with them.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
as much as most of us be like, yo, I'm not gonna be like this parent, I'm not gonna be like that parent. We
hmm
gravitate to be like our parents anyway. And most kids, sometimes the one that they lack is the one they're most curious about.
hmm
And I think most females, not all, take a father being in the household for granted and the impact he has. You get what I'm saying? Because
mm
talking talking doesn't do anything. Like, for example, like my two boys,
hmm
right? I think I've told you this before. Like, I used to talk a lot because their mom was like, "Oh, you're too rough."
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I will pluck them or whatever. Oh, you don't always gotta. So I started talking, and I
hmm
started realizing I'll talk like 20, 30 times about the same shit till it gets
hmm
annoying,
Right.
right? So I was like, yo, put them in a corner. It doesn't work. Do this. It doesn't work. And I started real like one day, like it got real for me. Like I was driving in the car, so I was listening to like one of my favorite songs. So I'm from New York, so we talk with our hands and joints.
All
So
right. All right.
it was there listening, fluent to the music, moving my hand to the beat, and so on and so forth. And it's like spirit within me say, look through your rearview mirror. And he was reflecting every single thing I was doing,
Mm.
beat for beat, action for action, bro. Like, I'm like,
hmm
whoa. So I'm like, yo, I gotta be careful of my actions around this kid. Because
Yeah.
they sit there and they study
Yep.
whether it's balance or unbalance. In
Yep.
other words, negative or
Yep.
positive.
Yep.
And that's gonna
Yep.
mold them when they become an adult.
Yep. You're
Because
100%. That's what I meant. That sponge. That's what I meant. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. That, like, whatever you drop, they're gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you drop, and that means action. That means your actions. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I didn't really experience that part of it because I had a little girl.
mm,
So she's not gonna mimic my actions, but I have to rely on her remembering the lessons that I did teach her, that I could as a dad. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't had that instant. That I didn't have that instant
you,
gratification of,
you
what I
don't.
mean. Of,
I
what I'm
don't think
saying?
you. I don't think you study her enough to see it. But I'm pretty sure when she's in school, she's embodying you, bro.
Probably. Probably. But but yeah, that's dope. That's a dope. That's a dope. I like that, man, because you get to see it firsthand. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, and yeah, that's just what it is, man. I think you hit the nail right on the head with that.
And I also witnessed like even now, like I've also witnessed how most females, not all, can actually corrupt a child's mind and use them against their fathers as well.
Okay.
You know, that's my experience.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, I have the
Yeah.
moments where no matter what I do or how I aim to help or do certain things, I have the moments you're a sperm donor, you ain't shit, you this, you that, and it's being done in front of the kid, right? So if it's
Right.
being done in front of the kid and the kid reflects me, what are you really saying to the kid?
Mm.
You're really telling him he's not shit because you're
Mhm.
telling his dad that he's not shit.
Mm.
He's seeing this, and I feel like that's one of the biggest stigmas in our community. And we can go on and on because one, the other one, we need to learn finance. The other one, we need to stop being scared of creating our own. We need to
Facts.
remove that mental blockage of being a consumer. Like, it's okay to be a consumer, but produce as well. You have
Yeah.
greatness within you that you can bring forth to help society. But a lot of us kill our energy before we even actually take a step to manifest it.
Yeah.
You ever hear a person say, "Yo, I'm about to do this," but when you hear that "but" come, but I don't have this to do, this is that and the third. Not
I've been
everything
there.
not everything
I've
is
been
being
there.
presented on a grand scale. Sometimes you take incremental steps because, like me, you were talking yesterday, the greatest form of
Mhm.
success comes in incremental steps.
Exactly. 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 Some of the biggest things I ever done in my life. Hey man, the small steps. You know what I'm saying? The small steps, man. You know what I'm saying? Because those small steps you taking, you don't know when, when you gonna when that next step, you don't know when it's gonna put you right in that spot. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you keep going and you take that next step, take that next step. I mean, and it's all about setting your goals up, man. I promise you, man. I set my goals. I actually missed my goal by um, I missed my goal. I set it in I think like October to end it. No, yeah, like the end of October to finish December. You know what I'm saying, at a certain amount of income,
Mm-hmm.
and I missed it by like 5K. But goal setting is real, man, and it is real, and it allows you to stay focused. And the thing about goal setting is not, you don't worry about how you're going to get there.
Let me
That's
let
not
me
that's not that's not that's
let
none of
me
your
ask,
concern.
let me ask you a question though.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm gonna make a statement then ask you a question.
Hmm.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying it
Hmm.
doesn't work.
Hmm.
But this is a statement. I believe setting goals actually cripples you as
Hmm.
well as it lifts you up.
Why?
Because what you just said,
Hmm.
you said you missed your goal by 5K,
Hmm.
right? How did you feel when you missed your goal by 5K?
Uh, Motivated because once I set my next one,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be higher than that,
Okay.
right? It's gonna be higher next time because I can now look back at the steps that I did take
Mm-hmm.
and manipulate them into, you know what I mean, different actions. And it's not and I don't and I'm gonna disagree with you on that it's crippling because guess what? If I didn't set a goal, how would I could have been walking around aimlessly. You know what I'm saying?
Um, I
Without because what a goal allows you to do is it allows you to already see, okay, this is where you're going. So once you know where you're going and you start focusing on it, certain shit just start falling into place. Like certain things, like your mind starts to think, okay, and it starts to like map stuff out, and I cannot explain it to you. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the world just it's like manifestation
I
almost, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like affirmation, like the affirmations you tell me you do.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
I It works. It may work for certain people, and
Hmm.
it's good to help you focus,
Right.
right? See, the thing is, the reason why I don't set goals, it doesn't mean I don't write things down to
Hmm.
knock off a list, but I don't set
Hmm.
goals because to me goals are limited.
Hmm.
I'm putting a limitation on what I can accomplish. See, before I used to create ideas every single day
Hmm.
around me, right? You ever hear they say, "Oh, like jack of all trade, master of none"? That was
Hmm.
me. Then
Okay.
I stepped back and I started looking at like what created my focus is like, okay, I have this clothing line.
Okay.
I want to elevate this clothing line. These are
Hmm.
the avenues. Let me watch videos and see how certain people maneuver. How did they start out?
Okay.
You gotta have a mentor, even
Right.
if they don't know you. Even if they don't know they're your you know what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
you have them as a mentor. But I watch these things. Don't even get me wrong, bro. I have a list of stuff to check off or whatever. I just don't title it as goals. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want that limitation.
Hmm.
So that's how I view that. But the way you do you is you, because what works for you may not work for me.
Hmm.
No matter if you call me up and give me all the answers you have. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like we need to. So I'm not shunning what you're saying, but I feel like we need to remove the limitation because we can accomplish so much more without those limitations. And you said earlier you felt good because it allowed you to set a bigger one
Hmm.
and go for something else. So you're already going
Hmm.
there with a different mind frame. To the typical person, that shit hurts. They
Hmm.
don't want to continue no more, right? So it's like a person kept digging, they kept digging, and they came along, they saw you succeed, and you found,
Hmm.
like, say, for instance, you found like 100 diamonds, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And your 100 diamonds is worth $1 million, and they become discouraged and they stop digging. But
Hmm.
at the tip of where they stop was a
Hmm.
diamond that worth $50 million.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing with
So,
other
so
people's mentality.
right. So they would have quit, right?
Absolutely.
So and see that goes straight into goal. That's back to goal setting, bro. Guess what? If you don't goal set, if you don't, I say if I okay, I got something for you. So say if I didn't goal set, say if I didn't set, I didn't have a goal, right? And I'm say if I start my business and
Mhm.
I didn't have a goal, I didn't. I'm just doing it just you know because I've been there. And when I didn't set it, I was doing work. I was doing work saying I'm busy when I wasn't.
Mhm.
So I'm saying,
I know what you're talking about. Keep
you you feel me?
I know what you're talking
I
about.
was doing work saying that, no. But once I start setting goals, when you set goals, you start to set up things to make you to make steps to those goals. And like I said, you do that whether you want to. I mean, like I wake up in the middle of the night, bro, thinking about, okay, damn, I ain't never thought of this. Let me write that down.
Mhm.
Let me do that next. Let me
Mhm.
try that because I'm using what I already thought about in route to that goal. I use that the previous thoughts as steps.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
So
And
so
and 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 guess what? a goal is it can be one, it can be a month, it could be a week, it could be a year, it could be 5 years. So it's not limitations. It's just because you're using a goal to get to somewhere. Well, damn, I wonder if I can. I wonder you using
So
it. It's like mental stimulation. It's like, damn, I wonder can I get there?
so let me ask you a question. When you
All right,
conquer, when you accomplish that goal, then what? This is
I
like I'm not
I'm
saying
getting
there's nothing.
bigger.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm gonna show
No,
you why.
I know what you're saying.
I'm gonna
I see
show
what
you.
you.
I'm gonna show
I
you
see what
why.
you challenging it.
When
You
you
challenge.
when you get it, then what? What's
Right.
next?
Hey, you go to the next step. You go bigger.
So is it clear to say that we're taking steps and calling it goals? Because you got to look right.
Yeah,
A goal. The reason why I say a goal is limitations because you're never fulfilled, King. Like you just
that's
said,
life though.
you
That's life.
just
That's
bro, but
life.
bro.
That's life.
But I'm showing you your point. Like, okay, you said it, you conquer it, and then you aim to elevate above it, right? You're never satisfied. So
But you're
what
not telling me. But you're not telling me what you call it though. You tell me
I no
what
no
you
no.
call it, man.
I don't call it goals.
What
I
you so what you
I
call
just
it though?
I just said steps. I maneuver.
Okay,
I said
okay, okay,
steps because
okay.
there's steps. Because if you buy something from the store, you got
Hmm.
to put it together, right? There's steps to it, right?
Right.
So, um, the goal doesn't bring forth the happiness to you. In actuality, the goal bring forth stress because once you take a piece off of it, right? You're killing yourself to accomplishing the other piece.
Nah. I totally
Not,
disagree.
may not for you, but pay attention to people
No,
around
because
you.
it don't have to be stressful. It don't have to be stressful though. That's why you set the goal, right? And then you can set steps on. Okay, you can do increments. So, I I get what you saying. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
it is steps. You know what I mean? Like, but the goal. If you set the goal first, then I think the steps would be easier
When you like,
because you can put a plan in place to make it less stressful.
does the universe you
You
put
know
a
what I'm
plan
saying?
into place, right?
Right.
But you don't know what the future holds. So your plan may shift. Your plan may not go the way you want it to go. But my thing
But
is
you worry about the wrong thing.
oh, you said but
You you worry.
these are the things. It's not me worrying about it, but
Yeah, you are. You worried about how you gonna get there.
these are the things that people these are the things that people think about, King, and this is how they become
I
stagnant and
know,
they
and that's
create
what
themselves.
stops them from doing it.
Exactly. So for you, given your mind frame,
Right.
I'm leading to the build up. The
Okay.
this is the dance, bro. I'm leading to
Okay.
the build up.
All right. Cool. Let's go.
I ask questions and I do things a certain way so you can
Uh-huh.
explain it to them.
Okay. Okay.
Why don't you get discouraged? And why you keep going, even if you didn't accomplish that 5 grand, you kept
Right.
going. Why haven't you given up?
Because I know that the results of me, if I give up, right?
Mhm.
What's the results? I know the results. I could go work for somebody till I'm 62. I can retire and then die. I can do that. I can do that shit. That's you know what I'm saying? That's America. You know what I mean? That America's set up for people not to fail. So, you know what I mean? That's the flip side to it. Worst case, if I just lose my ass, I can go clock in at somebody. You know what I mean? I can go clock in and work for somebody else and help them with their dream. You know what I mean? So why not go all in on me and mine? You know what I mean? So that's why. I, I,
So, so the
I already
biggest,
know. I already know what the other option is.
so the biggest thing for you. So the,
Hmm.
so your goal, not my goal, is freedom.
Hmm.
You aim for that freedom.
Yep, freedom and really helping as many. as many people that look like me understand and maneuver and help them maneuver the same way I've maneuvered, um, and use, and connect as many people. No matter the color, I want to connect as many people together so that we can say, hey, look, eventually in the future, we can all work together for real. You know what I'm saying? With nobody holding punches or hiding their hands or anything of that nature. We all can work together, man, because that's the ultimate goal. Um, without it being the colors, without it being color, driven. Um, and I think as a black man, I think we came a long way. As far as business, real estate, um, things of that nature, and I think that we keep working and just educating other brothers and sisters. Man, we can really create some things. So that's what also motivates me too, man. That's what keep me going. You know what I mean? And shit, we've been in the trenches for real. Man, we've been in the trenches for real. So shit, we know what that shit like. I know the other side to it. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I can be waking up 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. You know what I mean?
we did
Going up
it.
and down the fucking ramp. I know.
We did
You know
it,
what I mean?
bro.
I know.
Like,
That's what I'm telling you, bro. I know.
I'm
You
waiting
know
for
what I
something to
mean?
fall off my license, yo.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
so,
Calluses on your hand and feet. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
look,
You know what I mean? You hurt. You scared. You get hurt. You scared to report that you hurt yourself and all
because
that shit.
you know what it does, and
You know what I
it's
mean?
gonna
Like for
leave
real.
you broke.
So I know the other side of it, and that shit hurt. That shit hurt,
And that's the part of a man that a lot of women don't see. They
man.
don't
What?
see that. They don't see that man that knows his worth,
Hmm.
but he has to settle for minimum
Man,
pay just to make some
yeah,
shit fall off his license.
yeah, man.
They don't feel the pain he's going through, but he comes in and you didn't put in the work for his bread and he gave you half of that. You know
Hmm.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They don't
yeah,
they don't they
yeah.
don't see the times you're making notes and you're creating shit in your mind. You're writing a
Hmm.
book, for
Yeah,
your kids, or
yeah.
you're creating a brand, or you get an LLC and there's nobody there to
Hmm.
help you. You're putting your
Yeah.
own shit in there, or people telling you, yo, let me get this, let me get that.
Hmm.
Like your shit is for free and shit. Like they don't see the
Yeah,
work. They
man.
don't see the man
Yeah.
working on the scaffold in the night. He's out there in the cold, tarring the road and doing
Hmm.
certain shit. Like they don't like most men, bro. Like if you put us in an opportunity to actually be stress free, we can be more than a paycheck. We're more than a
Yeah,
paycheck. We're
for
more than
sure,
a
for sure,
provider, bro. We create things when
for
when
sure.
when we're not stressed. The
Yep,
ho- the family resonates better when we
yep.
feel like we're in a household where there's more balance and there's no stress. Because if I'm coming home and putting my foot through the door and that shit is hot in there, I don't want to be in there. Like, who want to leave stress to come back to stress?
Yeah, yeah. And I think that but see and see that's where we as kings have to really, you have to really, really, really work hard at balance, right? Balance, because I worked hard at balance. I put, what I'm saying, especially with mine, because I understood that I could be aggressive and I could really be, what I'm saying, um, upset based off of what I was going through at work, because I was mad at the job that I hated it. First of all, then I'm like, damn, I'm working on a way out of it, right? And then I'm working on, okay, relationship with my daughter, relationship with my wife. You know what I mean? Family, work, life balance. Like I'm working. I'm like I got so much shit. Not to mention that I'm black man. You know what I'm saying? That I got shit that's not even I can't even control outside of me. You know what I mean? That I deal with. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta worry about. You know what I mean?
Blue lights is
Driving to
coming.
work.
Blue lights is
You
coming. Like
know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Am I making home back? Am I making
You know
home
what I mean?
today? You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm
Because
saying?
I've seen what happened to this dude.
You know what I
You know what I
mean?
mean?
Come
Yeah,
on,
bro.
man. You know what I mean? Worry about, okay, damn, am I gonna get stopped early in the morning? Is this cop gonna have a bad day? Or is he having a bad day? You understand what I'm saying? Or, am I gonna get to work and my supervisor, he pissed off? You know what I mean? And I gotta chomp him off because to let him know I ain't pussy. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like all that shit,
Yeah.
man. Like, yeah, all that,
It's
all
like
that, all
it's
that, bro.
like the back is like the bag that carries 1,000
Hmm.
bodies, but never have a body to carry him.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to be
Yeah.
thinking for everybody else and maneuvering to alleviate
Hmm.
certain things
Yeah.
versus certain things. You know what I mean? Being alleviated for you,
Yeah. Yep.
and
But that,
you
but that, well, but see, that comes into the female part of that comes into that's where you as a man gotta start. You gotta hold some kind of responsibility for the queen that you choose. You know what I'm saying? And okay, hey, look, if you see that, if you can't, because we have to take some kind of accountability and be
absolutely,
responsible. You see what I'm saying? And that way, if it's not a healthy situation for you, then you really need to, instead of jumping to the, you know what I mean, jumping to, here and there, here and there, here and there, because that's stress in itself, man. You know what I mean? That's stress in itself, and that's something that I've, seen and been a part of, and it wasn't cool. You know what I mean? I didn't like it at all. So, I don't really, get into all that, but it just, I'm like, man. And once
and
I settled and really put focus on my wife, and my family, once I put the time in to really focus on those relationships and got those better. Now, and everybody's not gonna work. It's not gonna work like that for everybody because you may not have found that one that you can bounce that type of energy back with. You see what I'm saying? So you have to I'm blessed in that aspect because I found it, but
but it's work.
um,
You did
it's
the
work.
work.
It definitely worked, bro.
You did the work, right?
Yep.
And the aspect you're speaking of is one that I endure. Like the no matter what I do, it's never good enough. So this
Hmm.
is what I want to say that to our brothers, to our kings. Um, we need to understand that we cannot please other people, not even your mate. The objective is to be sane within yourself, is to be happy. You create your own happiness,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And if your mate is happy within herself, together you guys will flow
Right.
with no issues. I'm not saying
Hmm.
you're not gonna have bumps in the road, but
Right.
with the flowing, you guys will know how to maneuver over those things. But you cannot be in a
Gotcha.
situation trying to please somebody that's not aiming to please you.
Yep. It don't work like that. It don't work.
Like
It don't
you're
work. You
dying,
you're 100%. That's
you're
a
you're,
100% fact.
you're dying of thirst, and this person just took your cup of water. And instead
Hmm.
of the person saying, you know what, I'll drink half and give you half, it's like, fuck no, I'm gonna drink the whole thing.
Right. Or
That's
giving it to you first to see how much, you know what I mean? See if you know what I mean, see how much you need. Then if you need the whole cup, okay, I sacrifice that cup and let's go get another cup. You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying? You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Let's look at this what this comment right here we got.
You talking about with the king right here?
Yeah.
He says law. It says law who makes the law was a black person around the table when the law was made. Um, I take it no matter what you, no matter what you have got, you answer to the person you made the law. Um, you
Mhm.
pay taxes to the government, the same person who was killing you. They use your money to kill you. Who speak for you when it's the 12 the white men around the table? Oh, so
Mhm.
in actuality, what he's saying is that there was no so-called black men around the table when they were creating these laws,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And in a sense,
Right.
it's like you're following through with these people that
Right.
make these laws and doing
Yep.
what they're doing to you, pretty
Mhm.
much. You know what I mean? Basically,
Yeah.
what he's saying, we need to break away, and that's how we
Right. But
create freedom.
see, my thing with that is that's cool. All right. Let's take what he said. Okay. So law. First of all, that starts with us getting the people, our people into office who's for us, right?
Yep.
That start with with your locals. That start at your local level. You see what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
started, but see, we already started behind the eight ball,
Not all
right? You
kinfolk
you
is
seen
kinfolk, bro.
you seen the movie The Banker?
No, I haven't watched. Is that the one with the dude with the scooty the eyes that shut it? Um
Samuel L. Jackson, and that's the guy who played the man, I forgot his name.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
look for it real quick.
I've seen the trailer. I know exactly who you're talking about. He was in the Avengers. I know
Yep,
who,
yep,
yeah,
yep, yep,
I know who you're talking about.
yeah, yep, yep. His name is Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
So cool movie, great movie. It's a real estate joint. I love it. So what they did, they couldn't buy property as blacks, couldn't buy properties. So they go get someone who's white, a young white guy who will be the face of the company. He goes in like he's going to buy it, but he's funded by the blacks.
Hmm.
So they end up buying banks or buying property through buying properties, and they eventually end up buying a big bank or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about redlining. So they want to give certain loans to blacks in certain areas. You know what I'm saying?
As in
And that's what the
today,
movie's about.
they do it today.
Uh,
They still
They
do
do
it
it today.
today.
Yeah, they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do it today. But it's illegal. It's illegal today. Redlining is illegal. But hey,
It's based on word terminologies, bro.
yeah,
That's why I tell
right.
everybody get a Black Law dictionary, because you understand the word games they use. So if you don't know
Yeah.
the language, you can't play the game.
And see that's where this statement right here my brother made is that's that's cool. But let's educate you on, okay, what exactly are you trying to do, Ralph? You know what I'm saying? Mr. McPherson, what exactly are you trying to do? Are you are you trying to start a business and you don't know how to do it, or something like that. You know what I mean? So that way we can put you in contact with a brother who can help you start an LLC. I got an LLC. I can help you start an LLC if that's what you're trying to do. Or I can put you in contact with a brother who can, maybe get your credit straight. You see what I'm saying? And he's on and no bullshit. You know what I mean? He's an up and up brother, like legit. You know what I mean? So there are ways around it, and that's what we
We
as
gotta
I don't even want to say
educate.
that's it.
We gotta get the
All about
education.
educate, man. It's not taught in schools. It's not none of that bullshit. It's really sitting down with people who in the field.
Gain experience, and in actuality,
Exactly.
a number one thing in business, because I too also have an LLC. The number
Exactly.
one thing in business is how valuable you are.
Hmm.
You have to
Yep.
build your value.
You have to create. You have to be exactly. How much
So
value are you providing to the? That's it.
if you walk in a
Simple.
room and you
Mm-hmm.
don't have no value, they're gonna look at you like you a joke.
Yep. Yep.
And value is based on your capital, credit, and so on and so forth, and your reputation. What are you known for? How do you maneuver?
Yep. Facts.
You know, one of the illest things 50 Cent said is he acts like a savage because they respect the savage in him. If he walks into the room and act all nice, they aim to screw him over. But once he goes into the room and apply that savage with his intellect, they know that there's no game here. I can't
Yep.
get over on you. You know
Yep.
what you know what you know.
You're educated, right? Knowledge. You
But that
can't.
knowledge cannot be limited to textbook in school.
Nah. That's not even that's not even a portion of it. That's that don't even count. You see what I'm saying? It don't even count for real. You know what I mean? So you're right. That don't even count, man. We ain't even talking about that. We ain't even talking about. Let's not even talk about school because I just recently had a revelation about school personally, bro, and I was oh man, I was disgusted with myself. But
It's an institution, bro. It's
I,
the same
bro,
structure as jail, bro.
I was like, oh man, I wish I would have just. I told my wife, man, I wish I would have just BS through school, man, and because I'm not using nothing that I even thought I would, man. But
That
you
you
know,
thought.
yeah, bro. Like whatever, man. It is what it is. But
Is it necessary? Yes. Like I'm for it. I'm not against it,
yeah, yeah.
but you have to make sure whatever you accomplish, if you go for that master in business, use it
Hmm.
for business. Don't go get a master's for business. Now you owe 100,000 and you're working at McDonald's making like 30
Yeah,
grand.
yeah, man.
That's
Yeah,
like you putting a $100,000 engine in a car that's valued 5 grand.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, man, but that's neither here nor there. But hey, man, look, I just think that getting together with brothers are like minded, or even who want to even just elevate mentally. You know what I mean? It's dope. Um, and it could help a lot of people. You know what I mean? So we can have more conversation like this, man. That'd be great. I love it. I'm all for it, bro. So,
Absolutely, and this was
you know
one
what I
of the
mean?
reasons why I created the platform for it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
the platform was to inject, a commonality towards each other, and for us not only to be vulnerable, but come up with solutions and how to aid each other, help us be greater. Because at the end, I think Henry Ford said it right. I may not be the brightest in the room, but guess what? I employ the brightest.
yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep, yep.
So we
Creative
have
mastermind.
yeah, we have to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. There is nothing you cannot accomplish. There's nothing you cannot do, but you have to be realistic on what you're aiming to accomplish.
Right, right, right,
And I hate
right.
and I hate realistic people because through being realistic, a lot of shit that we are utilizing now wouldn't have been made accessible if
So, so you don't mean that then?
no, to an
We need
extent,
dreamers. Nah,
to
we
an
need
extent,
dreamers.
to
You're a dreamer.
exactly. But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
then.
like realistic people falls into certain categories as well where they feel like, yo, if oh you want that, oh that shit ain't gonna happen.
I don't think that's realistic. I don't think I'm not that. Those are people who just um they're pessimistic or something. I don't know, but they don't they don't dream, man. I'm not nah.
You know,
Bro,
like
we can do anything, bro. We can do anything.
we speak and
Come
we
on,
follow
man.
it, bro. It comes to fruition, bro. What you speak is your reality. A lot of people are
Exactly.
unaware of that. You know,
You know what I'm
um,
saying?
But what I mean by realistic is like a lot of people, like you would tell them like, yo, you be like, yo, Jay, I'm gonna be worth 100 million. You know what I'm saying? And
Uh-huh.
they laugh at you like, hey, get the fuck out of here. You ain't gonna do shit. You're gonna be on the block with me doing the same shit you're doing and whatever, because the dream that you're telling them about is your dream. And they cannot see it because that dream don't belong to them.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know?
Exactly.
So I say remove yourself from those people. And like Jamario stated, you find like-minded individuals and you
Mm-hmm.
gravitate to those that aim to do greater versus those
Mm-hmm.
that aim to stand still and punch a
Mm-hmm.
clock, you know?
Now, now, don't get me wrong. If punching the clock is what somebody want, I can't. That's cool. You
Yeah,
know what I
I mean,
mean? That's
there's nothing
cool.
wrong with it. I
You know,
mean,
ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But don't knock somebody else for dreaming. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. You know what I mean? So you know,
so
you know
so
what I
what
mean?
would you so what would you say to someone that's uh, lacking the experience but has a dream that they aim to fulfill? Well, what advice would you give to them?
Um, First of all, gain. I would say knowledge first, but with knowledge comes there's a such thing as trying to gain too much knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Too much knowledge to even start. That's called analysis. Analysis paralysis. You know what I'm saying? You get paralyzed because you just trying to learn everything about it, and that ain't how it go. You're not gonna start. So just learn a little bit about what you're trying to do, start it, and start gaining some experience, some momentum, and learn a little bit more, and that's what I mean. That's my on anything you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to do, that's how you do it. Period. You know what I'm saying? Take that next step.
And
Just like when we started driving trucks. You know, you ain't know how to do it first. You know what I'm saying? You ain't know how to shift gears.
it was
You know what
scared
I mean?
too. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
exactly,
why I look like
exactly.
I'm in both lanes? Be like, yo,
You
what's
know what I'm
going
saying?
on? Like,
You feel
and
me? You know what I mean? Now
you
you
know
be
what
able to keep your eyes closed.
you know what I'm saying? And you start to look
Yeah,
at it like, yo, there's angles. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
man.
and
You
it's
know what I'm
crazy. Even with that, they try to put limitations on you. Because I remember I got that shit got good to me, bro. And I find out how to what you call it? How to damn. You know when you don't touch the clutch,
saying?
float
Oh
the
yeah, how to
gears.
float, float. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
bro. And and
Yeah,
and the and the white dude sitting next to me, he's like, I told you don't
double
float
clutch.
them damn gears. I'm like, that shit got good to me. I floated again.
Yeah,
That motherfucker just you hit the brakes and shut the whole truck down. I told you, damn it, not to float the brakes. You got a double clutch. You know what I'm
double clutch.
saying?
Yeah,
But but
yep,
but you gain your ability to be more valuable through your
yep,
experience. That's one
yep,
thing.
yep.
Nobody can teach you how to be experienced. You gotta go out there and gain that. You get what
That's
I'm
it.
saying? That's
Yep,
basically how you
yep.
amplify your strength and you know who you are as a person. And don't get me wrong, don't make it seem like me saying punching somebody clock is a wrong thing. I mean, I've done it. I'm still maneuvering
Yeah.
within the system, but have
Hmm.
have have a point.
Dream,
Yeah,
dream, bro.
have a dream
Dream.
where you're aiming to go and
Yeah,
focus
man.
on that point.
Yep,
Like Jay said, he set goals,
yep.
you know?
Like you said, you got steps.
Yeah.
However, whichever one you take, man, I just think that do something. You know what I'm saying?
Just
And
start.
and
Like
yeah,
you said,
start,
start. You
start.
know,
Yep,
start, start. And
yep,
and and, and Ralph is right. We gotta buy land.
yep.
We gotta buy land, and we gotta move
Hmm.
together. You know what I mean? And we gotta put our monies together. But within the same breath of buying that land, We don't own that land, right? So we got to figure
Mhm.
out a way to own that land, even if we buy it, because guess what? You can buy that land and put a big ass house on that land and end up owing taxes on the land. And now you got $1 million house on that land and they take the whole shit.
Yeah. Well,
So
and but see, that's the trick too, right? See, that's
exactly,
the trick too. You never really own it, and because
exactly.
you'll pay taxes on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's not even owning land. It's just is is you being able to control the land. It's never you owning it. It's never you owning it. It's about controlling.
Utilize it to
Control
benefit you.
control everything, but own nothing.
Mm, that's deep. That's deep. And
You know what I'm
and
saying?
and another thing, like the things that we look at as assets, it's not really assets, man. If it's taking money out of your pocket, it's not an asset. An
Nope.
asset is something that bring forth money back to you.
Yep.
We need to
Yep.
we need to like you said earlier, we need to get knowledge,
Yep.
education of a lot of things. A lot of us are
Yep.
unaware of the value of money,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
And
And
I'm
that's why getting brothers together, and I'm really serious about this. Once we get once this pandemic get to where we can actually communicate with each other face to face and everything, and I really want to put together like a whole like a whole community of people who can, okay, bro, what you got, what you need help with your business. You need lines of credit. Okay, cool. I got the person. We set you up with this person. You know what I mean? What you need? Oh, you need to just set yours up first. Okay, cool. I got somebody who will help you start your business and everything. Okay, what you need? You need an account? Okay, I got a banker. Bam. You know what I mean? That's what I want. That's what I want to do. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Because
That's what I want to do.
you can't overwhelm yourself. You can't overwhelm yourself and aim to master all things because you're not going to be good at all things.
Yeah,
You got to master what you
yeah,
love and give somebody else the ability. You create work by giving somebody else the ability to conquer something that you're not good at.
yeah, yeah,
Period. But we need unity first, and that unity starts within the household. Like we need to remove the stigma of as soon as your kid turn 18, yo, get the fuck out
yep,
mentality.
yep,
Because
yep.
on the other hand, they kids could get out and be 50 and lose everything, and they telling their kids to
Hmm.
come back until they get back on their feet. And,
Exactly,
and and most of our parents never really gave us a head start, but they
exactly.
but they aim to take from us. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? Like
yep, yep,
maneuver different.
yep.
Like you got kids,
Exactly.
aim to elevate your kids, aim to teach them about credit, aim to build their credit,
Yep,
aim not to use their credit, aim to
yep,
create an LLC so they can become owners and
yep.
businessmen and women. You know, don't put them in a system of debt that they take on your debt and so on and so forth. Like we need to get out
That's
of
it,
that.
bro.
You
That's
know what
it,
I'm
bro.
saying? And the
That's
frivolous
it.
shit that we use our kids credit for is whack to me. Like you can't kill your kid's potential. You got to throw gas on his potential so he can blaze and shine brighter. Like I understand, and a lot of us need therapy too because we're fucked up.
Yeah,
We're fucked up, and we got to
yeah.
recognize that first. It's not normal to struggle and to go through pain and be
It's
hurt.
not, bro.
That's not
It's not
normal.
normal, bro. You're
It's
right.
not normal.
That's the truth. That's the fucking truth. That is not normal. That and somehow is became normalcy. Like it's just you know.
Talk to somebody. Have somebody you talk to. If you feel down and out, gravitate to somebody so they can aid you. And a lot of us need
Yeah.
to stop shunning people when they come to us for help as well. Because we're selfish. We feel like, oh, I'm the gatekeeper to everything. Like, screw you, what do you
Right.
want? Or we give each other crumbs. Like, if I know something and I give him what I know, he can pass it on to somebody else and do what they know, and they could do a lot with it versus me.
But that's that. But see, that's that fear. That's that fear of, there's not enough for everybody. That's that fear of, man. It's enough for everybody to have some, bro. It's
Bro,
enough.
look at the universe, man.
Money is being printed, bro. As we speak, money is being so the notion of there's, man, it's enough money to go around.
We don't pay attention to the game, right? A lot of people say, "Oh, America is in debt," but recently America came up with 2 point something trillion out of nowhere by the snap of the finger and giving it as a stimulus. So come on, use your brain, and don't take no for an answer. I'm not saying force yourself or go stick something up. Just don't take no for an answer. There's always another way and another approach.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
you gotta dress for the occasion as well. You
Mm-hmm.
also gotta be dressed for the occasion. Learn something.
Yep.
Period.
Yep. That's it, bro.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
this been great, bro. This I needed this, man. This was very therapeutic,
But
bro.
this is how
Straight
we
up.
talk. This is how we talk, bro. I mean, this is how we talk when
Yeah.
we talk one away, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. But to have more people in and
Yeah,
do it in this format is
absolutely,
beautiful, bro.
bro. Whenever you're ready, bro. If you wanna, if you wanna bring anybody, you got your wife that want to talk on a female aspect, we welcome that as well. Um,
Nah, my wife ain't doing no talking, bro. My wife don't even, my wife barely talk on the phone, bro. She is not finna. She is not finna. Nah.
so she's the action. She's
Yeah,
all action.
exactly, exactly,
That's what's up,
exactly.
man. Behind every great king, there's a great queen.
Yeah,
You
she's
know,
about this. Nah, like I said, she don't. My wife barely talk on the phone, bro. So,
man.
but but yeah,
Yeah,
man, we
bro.
can get some. I want to get some women in business, man. Like for real, you know what I mean? Like, let's do that,
Abs-
bro. Like, get some. I want to get some people who, who do credit on here, who do, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we can,
I have a
man, we can
few.
take this.
I have a friend that knows a few other
Okay.
businessmen and women, bro, that we can chop it up and make it happen, bro. Most
Yeah, bro.
definitely.
Like for real, man. Let's get a community together, bro, of people that,
Yeah.
you
S-
know,
Steel sharp
yeah,
still,
man.
yo. Each one teach
Yeah,
one.
bro, for
You know
real.
what I
You
mean?
know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
try to help some of the guys that we was in the trenches with. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's what I want to
Absolutely.
do, man. I want to go get some of them guys, man, that drove all them years, man, knees and legs fucked up, from running up and down that ramp, man. You know what I mean? Let's go get some of them
Create,
guys, man, and really, you know what I mean?
yeah, and create
So
and that's the thing, bro. Like there's plenty of
yeah,
opportunities, bro, like that we should
straight
be able
up.
to create, bro, to benefit people, bro. Yo,
Yeah,
King,
yeah.
I say gratitude, man. And um for those of you that would love to participate, if you aim to elevate your community, or you have an LLC that you would like to discuss and bring forth to your people, feel free to send me a friend request on
Hmm.
Facebook. Inquire about the MEN-talRollaDeK group. And also on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and pass it forth. Pass it
Hmm.
on to other people and so on and so forth.
Yeah, man.
Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, so on and so forth. And I say
Yeah,
gratitude and love
yeah.
to everyone. Jamario, tell us a little bit about your business, King, and how.
Uh, well, I'm a real estate investor. In here in Atlanta. I pretty much invest all over the city, man. But I mainly really do Gwinnett County, Rockdale County, DeKalb, um, pretty much eastern portion of Atlanta. Been
how
doing it since 2018 now, so a couple years now. I
how
love it,
can they
man.
reach you? How can they reach you if they would like to talk to you about investment and so on and so forth?
Well, they can reach out to me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook heavy, man. I'm in a few groups that I'm in. Jamario Price on Facebook. Um, I think I'm Mario by my house on Instagram. Yeah, Mario by my house. And I'm not on them as much, but I'm on Facebook heavy. Cause I mean I do a lot with the communities and everything and the
Okay.
groups that I'm in. So yeah, man, pretty much that's it. And I'm willing to help. Anybody. You know, you know that's willing to learn about real estate, and uh, I love it. That's what I do. So yep,
You know,
that's
you
it,
know,
man.
you know, you
Pretty
know,
much in a nutshell.
you know who'd be a great fit too, like to get Dre on
Cool.
here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's nothing. That's nothing. We can
yeah.
make
We're
that
gonna
happen
get we're
too.
gonna get we're gonna get Dre on here. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I
We'll
mean?
do that. We'll get that. Well, yeah. That's nothing. I got that. You know what I mean? You call him and then I hit him.
Yeah,
That's nothing.
most definitely.
And yeah. So
Hey,
yeah,
gratitude to those of you that sat by and watched the show. Thank you
yeah, man.
for
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the people watching. You know
participating.
what I mean? Yeah.
If
Yep.
you had anything you'd like to share, this is what Mental Rolodeck is about. So feel free to inbox me and we can take it